What's up, people? It's the J-Dog here, and this is Crypto Shots. So in today's episode, we're looking at Magic Eden and how to operate your way around the site. So Magic Eden is the main place, the main exchange where you buy your NFTs on Sol. So you just connect your Phantom wallet to it, and then you're good to go. So we're looking at the different features that you can get on the site. So there's the trending feature. We'll be looking into that. So you can get in on certain trends and hopefully make some profit and then cash out at the right time. We'll be looking at some up and coming mints. There's the mint feature, so it'll show you what's new. So you could potentially get whitelisted for that project if you find it on there, or you can buy it as soon as it hits the market if you think it's going to run up good. So we'll be looking at them different features, some other features as well. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, so I've already previously loaded up Magic Eden, so this is it here, magiceden.io. So at the top here you've got your advertised projects. It's always worth checking these out because these are obviously actively paying Magic Eden to advertise on the site. So if they're doing that, they could be moving. Next thing you've got, so if you want to connect your wallet, obviously you get your Phantom wallet connected here at the top. You just pin it and then you select your wallet, detected, connected there. So you're in now. So you've got your different categories here. You've got your launchpad drops. So this is what I was telling you about earlier. If you can check these different projects out and see when they're launching. So this, for example, Wobblebug, you can see here the whitelisted drops in 1 hour and 29 minutes. So it's a bit too late to get whitelisted for that, but if it sells out, you like the look of the project, then it might be worth buying it as soon as it hits the market. So that'll be the public, would be in 3 hours time. You could do that. So these are the next 7 days. These are coming soon. You can check all the different. I've actually got the time frames here. So you can see that's it happening in 30 minutes. That's an hour and 30 minutes. 3 days, 6 days. If you click here and say all, it'll bring up more of them. So it's easier if you want to try and get whitelisted, you can go further back, and then if you like the look of a project, click on it, and then because you need a little bit of time to make a whitelist normally. So if that's what your plan is, to get whitelists for projects, then you want to be looking at ones which are a little bit further back. But if you click this button here, I'll take you back to the main page. We've also got popular collections, new collections, drop calendar, auctions. The drop calendar is good as well. So this will give you plenty of notice. You can go really far back if you click see all drops. So underneath the launchpad drops, you've then got new NFTs. These are some little tutorial videos which are pretty good to watch. I recommend watching these if you're new to NFTs. This is actually a really good feature. So it's popular collections. So it lists the collections in order of what's creating the most volume. So what's selling the most in terms of Sol. So you can go right the way down to 1 hour, so you can catch things really early. If you're looking at the volume over just 1 hour time frame, then you can have new things popping up here. You can catch them really early. But I would also be a little bit careful with this as well, because sometimes you get a lot of things which will just pump and dump. So just do your research on the projects, check out why it's pumping, maybe check out the Twitter, check out the Discord, see what's going on. Then you've got your 24 hour, so you can check over 24 hours. I use this quite frequently to see what's new, and then if I like the look of a project, I'll look at it further and maybe potentially buy the NFT. And then 7 days and 30 days. But if something's trending over the 30 day, the 7 day and the 24 hour, then it's definitely worth having a look at, because it means it's a strong project. What's actually really good as well is about these NFTs, even though obviously it's a bear market at the minute and everybody's scared to spend the money and a lot of things are going down, a lot of the blue chip NFTs are holding the value. So even against the cryptocurrency itself. So for example, the D-Gods, when the crash first happened, I think these were at about 200 Sol, but Sol was about $100. $120. As you can see, even though the price of sols went down, the amount of sol that you need to purchase them went up. So the floor price is 396 sol. So a lot of these blue chip NFTs have been protecting themselves against the market crash, which is pretty cool. This is DeGods is one of the NFTs that I recommended to people when it was at about 30 sol, I think. So that's a good thing as well. There you go, another one up and coming launches. I think that's before it even hits this section here. So if you like the look of these, you could potentially get in on these, get on the whitelist. And if you get the whitelist, then you're guaranteed to get a good price. These are top community upvotes. I don't really use this section. Then you've got the auction section where they normally do like one-off NFTs. This is a pretty cool little category that I've got here. And then, for example, these origins, they run these origins all the time because these are only getting sold via auctions. So that's a good spot. And then you've got the top market cap projects here. So this is the top NFT projects on Sol in order from market cap size. So the projects that have got the most money in them in order going down. So you've got the DeGods at the top, Shadow Supercoda, OK Bears, Catalina Wales, Solana Monkey Business, and then you say you've got your Blocksmith Labs. I actually told people to buy this on my channel when it was about 8 or 13 sol, I think it was at the time. Now they're at about 130 sol, but I see this project being really big because it's a project just with developers, and they came from the DeGods. Well, they actually came from Google, then they went to the DeGods, and then they created their own project. But they're really good, always coming up with innovative new products. I think these could potentially take the top spot in the future. Then you've got your OG Sol projects here. So these are like the first sort of projects that came out in Sol. So for example, the Creatures, this is the first ever Sol project. But the thing is with these, they've done two releases. So you've got a deck 1 and deck 2. So if you're going to buy one of these Creatures, if you want the first ever NFT on Sol, I would recommend getting the deck 1s. Slightly more expensive, but you want the deck 1s if you're going to get this collection. So where were we here? Looking at the OG projects. Solana Monkey Business, this was huge back in the day, but it's starting to come down a little bit. Maybe it'll take off again, I don't know, haven't really looked too much into it. Galactic Echoes, I think that's a pretty cool project. Pesky Penguins, that's good as well, that's deflationary. Then you've got your most followed collections. Sometimes it's worth matching up the most followed collections with what's popular at the time, and that'll give you a good indication of if the project's going to do well or not as well. Magic DAO voted. Featured gaming. This is a good section. I think gaming's going to be huge, and I think especially on Sol, gaming's going to be massive. So, and like I said before, you can get your NFTs really, really cheap at the minute, especially the gaming NFTs. The gaming NFTs on Sol never really took off. I think it was just because it was a little bit too early for them. So it's good to get. You can get a really good price on your NFTs. If I was to recommend some gaming stuff, it would probably be the Nyan Heroes. That's a really good project. The trailer looks insane. They've got a really good roadmap, a good team. I think they're going to do really well. Price isn't too expensive either, 9 Sol, and Sol's about $40 at the minute, so it's pretty cheap. There's other ones on there as well that you can have a look at. And then you've got your featured art culture collections. Don't really look at that. Highest sales, this is in the last 24 hours. So as you can see, the DeGods still making some really good sales. DeGods, you've got Solana Monkey Business in there, and obviously this gets updated every 24 hours, so you can see sort of what collections are making the big sales. And then at the bottom here you've got new collections. So these are collections that have just came onto the site, they've just minted. So you can check some of these out. But just be careful when you're looking at stuff like this, because a lot of it just goes to shit. But that's the basis of it really. If you want to buy an NFT, then you could, I don't know, for example, click on this, look at which ones you want to buy. So you can change up what background do you want, what body type, eyes, face, skin color. You can check individually. So for example, let's say face, you only want to look at ones with fangs. You can filter them out like that. Can come in handy, this feature, especially with the rarity. If you want to get a certain rarity, that's good as well. If you click activity, it shows you the latest sales and then what price they're sold for as well. So that's some good indications on what's popular at the time, and if it's trending well, maybe it's worth purchasing. That's a good feature as well. Also, they've got this new thing called auctions. So sometimes it's worth clicking on the auctions. You might get a bargain. If some of them are running at a cheap price, but none of these are at this time. So these are the different filters. You can filter as well through different things and different collections. So yeah, that's about it really. That's most of the features. And if you, like I say, if you want to buy something, it's very simple. You just click on the NFT. Comes up here, review order. Click it. Check out. It'll send a notification to your wallet. You approve it and then purchase it. Obviously, just make sure you've got enough Sol in your wallet to make sure the transaction goes through. So I think I could show you some really cheap. I'll show you some really cheap Sol NFTs now. So, like I say, in the past, some of these collections were trading at like $1,200, $1,500 at the peak. Now you can get these for as low as $3, $4. So if you're new to NFTs and you just want to dip your toes in the water, just want to buy some NFTs, then you can get some cheap ones. But obviously, the cheaper they are, the harder it is for them to come back. So just bear that in mind. But these are $3 to $4, so you haven't really got much to lose. So the first one that I would recommend, Sol NFT. So these Sol NFT NFTs, it's a gaming NFT. I've actually done a YouTube video on it if you look at my earlier videos with some of the gameplays from the demos. But these are pennies, like 0.1 Sol floor. So I've purchased a load of these because I just think they're so cheap. But 0.1 floor, which is about $4. Like, if you're new to NFTs and want to buy NFTs, maybe buy some of these. It's a gaming NFT as well, and like I say, gaming's going to be huge in crypto in the future, and especially on Sol because of the low transaction fees. So these are a really good buy, I think, for very little risk. Another one, Dare and Dragons. This is community owned now because the whole team left the project. They weren't doing what they're supposed to do and they give it the community. But again, these are really cheap again, $4 $5. Could pick yourselves up some of these, getting private sale allocations. They've got new and coming things coming in the future as well. So like a token release, there's going to be a token staking and stuff like that. So I think these are a really good buy. I don't really want to go too much into the projects now because this is mainly just showing you how Magic Eden works. But maybe I'll talk about them some more in up and coming videos. So yeah, that's about it. That's Magic Eden. It's pretty simple to use. It's a really good site. It crushed all the other NFTs exchanges for Sol. So this is the main one now. So this is what I recommend using. This is what I use every day when I'm checking on projects, seeing what's happening with them. So yeah, I'll be doing other tutorial videos. I'll be doing some market updates and stuff like that as well coming forward. So if you like the episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.